The Executive Director in the Ministry of Education, Art and Culture, Sanet Steenkamp, says schools that report COVID-19 positive cases will close for a maximum of 3 days to allow for thorough disinfection. Steenkamp, however, ruled out any definite closure of a school except in an event where a high number of learners or teachers test positive for COVID-19 at the same school. Each case, Steenkamp says, will be treated differently depending on the findings of a risk assessment carried out at the affected school.
If a positive case is identified at a particular school, we look at the proximity and the social distance and whether there has been a 15 minutes interaction between the positive person and any other person. So a risk assessment and surveillance is being done in collaboration with health.
An investigation carried out by UNICEF with the Ministry of Education and other stakeholders across 9 regions found that 49% of learners who tested positive for COVID-19 were infected through community transmission. This was but one of the alarming findings.
There are tippy taps at schools. At most of the schools, some of them were found empty. That there was a relaxation in the application of the health protocols.
The Executive Director also pointed out that the relaxation of health protocols at some schools is a cause for concern and that all schools have been directed to strengthen their adherence to the set COVID-19 prevention measures.
A student, a learner, a teacher, anybody in the education fraternity, we are not immune. It calls for a internalization and a true reflection of any behavior that needs to be modified.
Each school, Steenkamp says, has a compliance list to ensure the enforcement of the measures, and with the rising number of infections, each school must amplify its adherence. Steenkamp further explained that the ministry has not stopped the cohort system where learners rotate by taking a day off or attend school in the morning and afternoon shift. She says schools that have the capacity are allowed to operate normal, provided they strictly enforce the set measures. Emil Seibeb, NBC News, Windhoek.